Used to this, ain't new to this.
Yeah.
But I just stepped out my box. I was like, you know what, girl? I was like, I'll do this.
Yeah.
You normally behind the camera.
Yes. What about
JQue.
you?
I'm good.
Ready?
I'm good.
All right. Quiet on the set. Hey, folks. I'm your host, JQue, and welcome to another episode of Healthy Living and Wine. In this series, Wellness, Wine, and Whatever, I got the queens on the couch, so baby, let's jump right on in. I'm going to allow them to introduce themselves, give just a little something about you, and then we're going to dive into the topic.
Cortina Parker.
I'm Lauren Harris.
And I'm Tiffany Green.
Cut! I told y'all not to say your first name and your last name.
Oh,
I said say your first name and something interesting about you. So we're going to do it again.
Oh, are we ready? I misunderstood the assignment.
I'm funny like that. I'm real blunt.
None of us got the assignment.
We did not. We did not.
You got it. You just forgot it.
It's okay.
Got it.
Are
Noted
you ready?
down.
Let's
We're
do
rolling,
it.
car. Don't
Okay.
stop. We still rolling.
Quiet on set. Hey folks, and welcome to another episode of Healthy Living and Wine. In this episode of Wellness, Wine, and Whatever, I got another set of queens on the couch. And I'm going to allow them to introduce themselves, say a little something about them, and then we're going to dive right on in.
I'm Cortina. I am the founder of Come to Love.
Nice.
I'm Lauren, and I'm just a Huntsville native.
And I'm Tiffany, and I'm a Cali girl.
Oh, you know what? I didn't know you were a Huntsville native.
Yes, ma'am.
Born and raised.
Unfortunately.
Oh,
So unfortunately, because first of all, you know I'm a people person, I'm a salesperson.
Yes.
So instead of these like elevator speeches where like, oh, you're from Huntsville, cool, and you move on. The moment I say unfortunately, how many of y'all react?
Oh, good.
Right.
Hey.
I'm gonna bring you into a conversation.
Hey.
I think as a native though, I saw my small city get bigger, and the way I like to tell people about it is Huntsville's kind of like that toddler, right? That's going through potty training.
Mm-hmm.
They walk around all day long in their big boy underwear, but at night we still gotta put the Pampers on.
Oh, yeah. Well,
We growing up, but we ain't grown.
I'm down with that. This is the perfect time to take a little moment and thank our sponsors right here in Huntsville, Alabama. We want to thank InstaSpace Studio for providing us with the set today, Earvision Studio, and Paradox East Media. Listen, my team is amazeballs. So guys, thank you so much. So let's dive right on in. You guys know I like to take audience questions, and during the time when we're post-producing, I always get questions. The queens get on the couch, and today is random question day. So, when they arrived on the set, they had to pick some questions out of the box, and they're random. So we're going to dive right on in. Now, ladies, when we ask these questions, it doesn't matter if it was the question that you were pulled. We're all going to talk about the question.
Topic.
Okay. All right, so the first question, right? And you know what? This is a space, and it's safe for us to talk, to communicate. We're women. It's a grown folks podcast. If you're under the age of 21, turn it off. Go watch something else. Dora's on another channel. This is not the spot for you, okay? So let's dive in. So the first question that the audience asked was, what's a life lesson you learned the hard way? And for you, I want you to think about that. If you could redo one decision in your life that you learned from already, what would it be and why would you change it?
Ooh. Oh, God, that's...
Who wants to go
I mean, which one do you want to start with?
I mean, it's the same question, really, right? It says what lesson you learned the hard way.
I'm saying what lesson you want to start with.
Ooh, I feel you on that. I don't know. I just need one. We don't have all day.
I mean, facts.
Okay.
I have one.
Okay.
I definitely will say the hardest lesson I have learned is how to let go.
Ooh, the tea girl. Let's
Wait
spill.
a minute. What did you have to let go of that was so hard?
A relationship.
Ooh. Have we all had to do that?
Yeah.
Oh my God. Whoa, wow.
You know how you are, you're in it, you're dedicated to it, but some foolishness starts happening, and you already know it's not where you're supposed to be. You already know it's that time, but letting go is probably the most difficult thing for me.
Oh man.
Because I keep trying. For me, in my mindset, I'm like, I've invested so much of my time, my energy, all of this into the situation. So for me, it's like, no, this gonna work. We gonna make this work. I'm gonna try to figure this out. But then it's just the fact, you're trying to fight for it, especially if this is someone that you really care about and you love. But then also letting go gives you that opportunity for what needs to actually step into place to be there.
Yeah.
So closing doors is a necessity, but it is a challenge. I know for me personally, I go through it when it's time for me to let go and know when I have to do it. But it gets to the point that I will be honest, like it was a detriment to me, like into my life, for things that changed so much. I was on my like top of the world. Then there's the relationship came in, knowing it was time for me to kind of let it go. But it's almost like I was being shown in various ways, like all kinds of stuff started happening to me. I lost a lot of different partnerships I was working with because this was not what I was supposed to be attached to.
Ooh, but isn't that kind of like your wine glass too? Like when you kind of like you're pouring your wine and it empties out, and the relationship that you have with the wine makes you just want to keep going back over and over and over again.
Yeah.
But on the wellness wine and whatever, we have to practice moderation, right?
Moderation,
So it's kind of like hard to break that relationship with wine. I totally understand.
It is. It's a good analogy to look at it that way, though. It is. And even from the fact of, you're pouring, but you drink it all up and you empty it.
And you're pouring,
and nothing's pouring back into you.
Nothing's pouring back into you, right?
Yes.
Right? You have to kind of, especially when you drink it by yourself, you got to be the one to keep pouring into yourself, right? In order to get the fullness, to understand the wine, in order to enjoy it and all that. It's kind of like our lives too. We have to remember that we can't expect other people to pour into us. We have to constantly continue to invest in ourselves and pour back into ourselves, whatever it is. No matter if it's relationship, whether it's career, job. Shoot, for me, I'm all about pouring the money back up into me, right?
Yes.
And of course, the wine. Y'all good with that?
100%.
For sure. So based on lessons we've learned, I would say my takeaway from that would be like, even though my cup or my glass gets empty, I have to continually be the one to initiate refilling it.
Yeah.
Refilling it. Oh, that's awesome. Okay, let's move on to the next one. Oh, that was deep. Wine lovers united, baby. Pour up. You know what? We need some wine. Can somebody behind stage pour us up some wine, please? There's a twisty cup right on top. Good looking out. Ooh, 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 ooh. All right, so the next question was, the audience asked, do you feel social media helps or harms your self-perception and mental well-being? From that, I want you to think about the question being, what is your relationship with social media and how does it impact you, Lauren? I'm specifically asking that to my girl, Lauren.
So, if you know, right? I know we just met today, but these two lovely ladies have known me for a little while. I'm actually a huge proponent of calling this out. So I really do feel like social media is both a necessity and a curse in today's society.
And today, we need it.
From a business perspective, from a brand perspective, and from a personal branding perspective, right? We all, you talked about relationships. We're all personally branding ourselves, whether it's relationship status, whether it's, businesses or whatever. We have to put it out there. But at the end of the day, it can also be the detriment to our soul.
Yeah. At the end of my day, it does detriment me
because
for
people
like
just
an
endlessly
hour.
scroll. Yeah. So I feel that though, as a woman, and I'm sure we could all attest to that, but and the audience, male or female, but it really weighs on you from a physical perspective because you see society accepting a certain demographic or a certain body type or a certain style from like a fashion perspective. And so I think that ultimately it turns into this falsified mirror, right? This like Cinderella mirror, not Cinderella, who was it that had the mirror? The Disney girl. Snow White.
In the
mirror.
Mirror.
On the wall. So it's giving you a falsified version of yourself because you're striving for something for betterness that you think society wants. But at the end of the day, you're perfect the way you are. So you're trying to obtain something that is just not within your realm. So I think for me personally, I fell into that, right? I was like, I have to get this many followers. I have to look a certain way. I have to sound a certain way. I can't say certain things on camera because I do a ton of videos, right? But I really finally got over that moment and I really sat down with myself and was like, I want to be unapologetically, authentically myself. And so through and through, I've kind of gotten away from the stigma of social media changing who I am as a person. So who you get online is who you get in person.
You know, it's funny that you say that because I kind of feel maybe a little bit differently because people fall into that because they sit there and they scroll. You know, it is designed to keep you on there. So you have to be the one. It's all about you. We get on there and we try to blame social media because, oh, social media made me do this. You pushed the button on your phone. You turned it on. You put the screen in. You signed on. You gave it a password. You clicked the app. You. Social media is you.
Yeah.
So we try to say that we're blaming social media for doing it, but social media is doing its job. It's giving you a perspective from the other side. It's showing you what it wants you to see.
I agree.
I mean,
I agree to an
so are
extent.
we blaming social media and not putting the responsibility where it's supposed to be? I do understand that sometimes and social media is like the freedom of expression now, since our government doesn't give us that. You know, the Fifth Amendment, we can do that on social media, right?
To an extent.
To an extent now. To an extent, right? Because you put me on the other day because I told some pretty buddy I was gonna share their thing. We think you're trying to buy likes and views from people.
Yeah.
What?
We put you on hold. We put you on hold for a minute.
They'll put you in jail.
They put me in jail. I'm in
Especially
jail.
Facebook. Now Facebook is bad.
Oh my God! What do you think about social media and that?
I think it's good and bad. Like you said, you know, you just have to be mindful. Like what you
The word you put on
of
the
there,
century.
Yeah. So yeah.
I think so too.
I think, to your point though, if I can,
Yes.
so I don't blame social media for the way that we are now running as a society. I blame the larger conglomerates of media.
Understand.
Okay?
Yeah, that's
So
fair.
from
That's
TV,
Yes.
from
That's
print, from all of it. Like if you think about beauty standards and beauty magazines and things like that, and
Yes.
who's actually modeling our clothes and who our clothes are designed for, and the body types that they're designed for, makeup, the skin tones that they're designed for. You know,
Yes.
if we go back, there was this, I don't remember what brand it was, and I'm not going to call them out, but there was a brand back in the day that only had like 6 shades for my African queens.
Oh
okay?
yeah, they're
And
still
I'm
there.
like,
Not back in the day,
I was
baby.
gonna say,
They
oh,
still
I know,
there.
I know.
Chocolate looking at us like ashy as I don't know what. And I'm
Yeah.
like,
So to me, I'm like, so what I'm saying is correlating that back to social is social media gives you this perspective, like you're saying, like the other side that, oh, this can be obtainable. But then on somebody else's perspective where they're like, it can be attainable for you because you look this way or you sound this way or you act this way
Yeah.
because print and TV media is telling me something different.
Yeah, I totally agree with you on that. I do feel like it is a conglomerate of different, stimulus things that are adding to that.
Because social media should just be entertainment.
It should
It's
be.
just
It's
entertainment.
social
It's not-
media, the
that's-
word,
it's
a way
social,
for
yes.
people to have
Engage.
media engage. But the problem is we have taken it to a whole nother level, as we do as humans. We
Absolutely.
always throw
Yes.
everything out of proportion.
Yes.
And so we probably need to be throwing our proportions back on this wine.
I'm all for
All
that.
of that.
I'm all for that.
So as far as, I would say for I would say for the impact of social media, I would just think, you got to do you, and you have to also make sure that you have to be in control of what you perceive and what you receive.
Yeah.
And I think I'm just
It's
gonna
your
leave it
mental
at
piece.
it's your
mental piece.
and that's
mental
you have to
piece.
be
100%
in charge
it.
of that mental part
Yeah.
because I know it's like you need a break. You need
To
breaks
pull
from
back.
everything else.
Yeah.
You can just catch yourself when it's time to just pull back and say, you know what? I just need to stop pushing the button for a moment.
Because here's the thing,
Yeah.
it becomes another addictive, right?
Right,
So
it does.
it's another drug, it's another vice, right? As far as we will pass.
Oh, that was mine. Oh,
Okay,
yeah,
I'm
because
just
they know I'm
kidding.
funny.
Okay. Thank you.
Oh, I'm sorry. I took a. Okay, let's just take.
She's ready for the wine.
Wait a minute! You didn't even talk. How you going? You was looking sick.
She
Baby.
Baby,
All right, cheers.
Cheers.
Cheers to wine, wellness, and whatever. On the
Whatever.
couch with queens. On the couch with queens. Okay,
Now we cheers.
Now we done poured ourselves up. We done reinvested in ourselves.
Yes.
Okay. We have
Oh my God.
socialized and gotten our mental selves together because we're obviously taking a break from social media right now. And if you are watching us right now, no matter what social platform you're watching us on, please like, share, and comment anything that you may have or anything that you want to give us feedback. You never know, one of your feedback questions or answers may show up in a future Wellness Wine and Whatever. So, all right, ladies, let's move on to our last random question.
Let's go.
All right. So the audience question was, what's a change you're currently considering and why? I'm challenging you to think about it differently. Katina, how do you decide when it's time to make a major life change?
Pray.
Ooh, baby, cheers!
We all about to say, can we cheers?
Cheers!
Is that a
Baby,
No.
God had water into wine. Thank you. Ooh,
Yeah.
pray.
Pray and listen. Pay
That part.
attention to what God is telling me.
That part.
That part.
Yeah.
I think people, when they pray or when they say they're going to pray, it's just words.
It is.
It's the after action of prayer that really God is looking for.
Listening. Because you make your own,
Yeah.
sometimes we make our own decisions. We're like, oh yeah, that was, no it wasn't.
No, it wasn't.
No it wasn't. That was
That's
you.
not what I told
That was
you.
you. That was you.
Or that's not even what you prayed for.
Exactly.
In real life, that's not what came out your mouth. Oh my gosh, that's another topic of
Yeah.
how we
True.
pray or what we praying for. Why
Yeah.
why we praying for some of the stuff we praying for?
And I think a lot of times too, sorry that went down the wrong way.
So like, why does that sometimes?
Girl, a lot of times too, I think that we'll pray for things, or we'll ask the universe for things, and instead of us actually wanting to see the thing that's coming our way, whether it's hard or positive,
Yeah.
we make it out for whatever we want, right? So I've had that happen to me where I'm like, look, I'm really engulfed in a situation and I need clarity. And I was provided with two pathways of clarity. And I was like, this one seems easier, or this one seems better aligned with what I think I want. So we make our own decisions sometimes outside of what it is that we're supposed to be doing. Because we're looking mostly for our own confirmation.
Oh wow. That is definitely like, what about you? What's like a major, what do you do when you decide you want to make a major change?
Definitely the prayer and then taking the time to listen, but I also pause. I think it's important to
I think
just
that
take
too.
a pause because what happens is it's like, okay, like you were saying, we pray about it, and then it's like in the waiting moment, we're ready to jump. It's like, okay, I don't want to wait this long, it's taking too much time. But for me, I'm the type of person, I have to step back and assess and pause. I've learned that about myself, and especially when it comes to major life changes that I'm about to take a different step in another direction I haven't been before, or a path that I've never done, I have to pause. Because otherwise, I'm going to go through something that's going to be just a whole nother whirlwind.
I feel you
Yeah.
on that.
And I do think it does impact your changes that you are going to make. Like, major life changes are difficult, regardless of how it is. And sometimes I think we look for such easy pathways, but I've also learned the most challenging pathways are the most beneficial to me because they help me grow.
Yeah.
As an individual.
Ooh.
So yeah,
Yeah, growth is important.
it is. It's
I-
very
I-
important.
Go ahead, Lauren.
Go ahead.
I really think too, I loved when this one came up, right?
Uh-huh.
I've been through a lot of changes, and so kind of tying it all in, right, circumventing it back to the first question asked.
Yes.
I think that pride is the biggest thing to let go of.
Ooh,
That's it.
it's
And
hard to let
because
go of that. That
with-
ego.
Yes, because that ego will tell you the wrong things to look for. Like when you're in that pathway of looking for and searching for those answers, you're like, it's taking too long.
Yeah.
So pride will be like, I know better. Let me do this
Yes.
first. And so pride is also something that can be positive and it can grow,
It can.
right? But you can also let it inhibit like everything on the back end. I think that's the biggest thing is I become very introspective when I'm faced with something big because I'm like, is this an issue that's affecting me? Is this an issue that's affecting other people in my life? And how does it affect other people? And you know, if it's something that I can let go of my pride and it's actually a good positive thing, so maybe I need to see it through because maybe I'm uncomfortable. I am number one to tell you I don't like change. I don't.
feel
I'm
that.
very regimented.
Yeah.
So if you change something in my routine, or if it doesn't go the way I'm anticipating it to go, like this podcast, right? Let's say that the mics were on that side versus this side, or switching seats. Like I'd be like, no. I'm supposed to sit here.
Right here,
Like
right
we're not moving.
Like we already discussed this.
Yes. We're like, hold on. So like I really get in my own head, and I'll like those types of well, they're not big life-changing things, but it's like
Still,
little things like
change,
that. And so I have to set my pride aside and say, this is for the bigger moment.
You know, it's funny how we try to measure change. Why does one have to be something major versus something not major? Change is change. The habit of how we attack change is the same no matter whether it's changing colors or changing your residency or changing relationships or changing a whole nother career. How we handle it is usually a habit within our own selves, right? So I'm just the opposite. I'm the chick that always has to be changing. Because if I get to the place where it's doing too much of the same thing and my life is just monotone, ooh, baby, I'm doing something I ain't got no business doing. Hear me? So I'm just the opposite. I'm constantly changing. My routine is change. I do a face care routine every day, but every month I change products to try something different.
Okay.
You feel me?
Yeah.
I love to travel, but I try not to travel to the same place more than twice in 2 years.
You know, I think I'm gonna start incorporating that.
Yeah, so
just look at it in a different
just
perspective.
look at it in a different
to, like,
perspective.
it's okay to change, especially even when you're mentioning just that analogy of skincare, because we have that same regimen all the time. But then also, it's almost like even when you work out, the body gets so used to doing
Same muscle group.
something all the time, and you're noticing, okay, there's that plateau, nothing's changing, nothing's happening. Clearly, because girl, you gotta switch it up.
Right. Because you're being consistent. You're being
But
consistent.
you do have to
know?
make changes and switch.
So I think we have to also, just what you said, the perspective of how we are doing it, what we're doing as far as our habits of change, or how we're even received it. You know, somebody could walk in the door, and even if I don't like them or don't know them, I can choose how I'm going to decide to receive that. What I'm going to do with that change that just abruptly happened. You know, I think humans, this day and age, in the current climate of where we are, with everything changing, moment to moment, the political situation changing, moment to moment. Shoot, my front door is being changed right now, and I don't even know what it's going to look like when I get home. Right? Literally, like it's a new color. I don't know. I left there and told them just do it. When I get home, surprise me. I get a door that locks with the camera on it, that aesthetically nice and got the bars, okay? Pick from the 5 that I like. You know I like these, pick those and make sure it works, right? But if I was very, very constituent person, I would have to be there, make sure that door looks right. If I don't like that, we need them to change it in that moment. You know, and dealing with change is where we have to work within ourselves, understanding change.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
It's like being like a little spaghetti noodle.
It is kind of like that, right? It's so delicious. So it's wiggly. Flexible. Well, ladies, this random question conversation was delicious. Let's cheers.
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 For sure.
All right, guys, we're going to take a musical break and we'll take a pause and then we'll catch you back on Tasting Notes in 3, 2, 1. Later.
10 minutes on the clock.
Thank you. All right, you girls can take 1 second of a break, drink your wine up.
Yeah. I mean,
Safe on the set.
I was like, because when I was like, so it hit me, and I was like, I got this, and I tried to hold it in. That's why I looked at you first. I was like, let me just try to collect myself because you were talking.
That's why you look. I was like, oh no, oh no.
My eyes was watering. I was like, I'm gonna die.
It was real good though.
Girl, it was real good. I wanted to be like,
Okay.
Oh my god.
dying.
She's about to die on the set. Like, we gotta stop.
No dying. It's so funny.
We gotta stop. She about to
I
die.
had no idea, guys, but the first episode is wellness, balancing life's pleasures and celebrating small wins. It was like, those questions like gonna totally tie into my whole, my whole situation when I go in. Okay, so the next part is called Tasting Notes. And what we will do is we'll talk about the wine as it pertains to what it feels like. We're not wine people, connoisseurs, we're just loving the wine, okay? And then at the end, we'll actually rate this wine. Since we only, but you brought one, I don't have a cork.
I thought about that
Culture was
too.
supposed to be here, but Mackenzie,
I thought about that.
he was supposed to be here, so I only had, wait a minute, I may have one other one that's twist off. We got 10 minutes left, Tim, or 10 minutes on the clock?
10 minutes was 10 minutes ago. We got 8.
No, I'm talking about what do we have. When you say 8 minutes, are you still recording? Okay.
You wanted that,
Yeah, but you can keep it. We can use it for B-roll since nobody's
Are we going to
B-roll.
white?
Gotcha.
No, we could be going to white. We're gonna taste this
Now, the
first.
time is 10:48, time-wise.
You need more.
Just a little.
Yeah, I'm with you. Oh, 10:48.
10:48.
I was like,
Oh, we're perfect.
I looked over, I was like, oh, I've been drinking that a little fast. Hold
Yeah,
on.
'cause I was like, oh.
I started covering it and I was like, y'all can't tell that I drunk all of it. It's fine. Well, it's because when
This
it's
actually is good. I'm not a big red.
it's a Stella.
Yeah.
It's a Stella, so it's a
I
Moscato.
drink it all the
Okay.
time.
I was like, I'm
Thank
not that
you.
big of a red person.
Thank you.
It's a Moscato, so it's
So
sweet.
white, yeah.
All right,
And that's what I like.
We're going to
See, I brought a bourbon barrel Cabernet, but it's got these like spicy notes, and I love it because it's like.
And then we're gonna, that'll be it. I'll do the
I had to
aftermath on the
slow down
recordings
on
and
drinking
the.
that because I was
the parts that aren't gonna be on
bottles.
film.
Because you know they have those big ass bottles at Walmart. They're like this bigger, like they're like double. It's like two bottles in one bottle.
So I'll
I had
set
to
these
slow
on the floor
down.
so they
Girl, I
don't.
drank a whole one of them.
Does anybody need a refill for this one?
Just a little bit.
Okay, so what we do on tasting notes, while she's talking about it, since it's her favorite wine, right? You brought this one.
No, I brought Callie.
What'd you
How
bring?
about that one?
Cortina, you'll get to talk about it and we'll drink up. And then afterwards, we'll talk about what it tastes like and what it feels like. All right. We ready?
Like feels like
Oh.
metaphorically, or feels like.
You can answer how you want to. Words, woman.
Use your words.
She's the woman of words. Trust.
So I'm like,
Oh, I gotta go back.
I was like sitting here like, let me not go off on a tangent.
Right.
Okay, are we ready?
Yep, we are ready.
Quiet on the set. And we're back. Cheers. Oh man, listen, Ear Vision always has the best tunes and the best music. If you're looking for any type of audio engineering or sound engineering, beats, music making, anything to do with any kind of music, anything, look up my boy, Ear Visions. He's also my audio engineer and my producer for sound for my Healthy Living and Wine podcast. Thanks so much, Mike, for all that you do.
Thank you.
Appreciate you, baby. Yeah.
Cheers to Mike.
Yes, cheers. Cheers. All right, it is tasting notes time. And the queens have brought a couple things on the scene, and we're about to get busy. So here we go, Miss Cortina. You brought your favorite.
Yes.
Tell us the name of it. We're sipping, and we're going to talk about what you
Of
think
course,
about
it's
it.
Stella, and it's red.
Yeah, she says Stella and red with conviction.
Period. That's
Period.
Period.
That's all we're gonna need.
No more.
Nothing
Stella,
else.
period.
Stella,
Period.
period, and red, period.
Yeah.
Cheers to
Cheers.
Stella,
Stella.
Yeah.
Red.
period, and red,
Period.
period. Nothing else, right? Nothing else is saying out there. Why do you like this red from Stella Rosa, period?
Because it's sweet and it's smooth and it's just good.
It's good, yeah? Are you generally a sweet wine lover, or have you
Yes.
stepped outside the box yet?
I tried other wines, I just can't do it.
Understand. Hey, you know what? I am a wine lover. I have to explain to people that I am not a wine expert. I really don't know much about anything other than if I like it, if it feels
Right.
good to me, I'm
Right.
drinking it, baby.
Yes.
I love wine experiences, and drinking wine is an experience that I like. All right?
Yes.
So cheers to the red. Ladies, what do you think about it? What about its
Yeah.
appearance? If you had to think about the red
Okay.
color,
It's deep.
I like
it's deep.
Yeah.
Yeah,
The
it is
deepness
deep.
of it.
I do like its transparency.
I would say that, yeah. 'cause
Yeah, and most of the time, sweet reds are not going to be thick or bold. They're not going to have any remnants in them. They're going to kind of be more like a fruity looking.
Berry,
Yes,
yes.
very, very berry. The aroma, let's smell. So the other day, I learned that you're supposed to swirl,
Yes.
Yep.
smell,
Supposed to watch the legs, how far
and
the
then
legs
sip.
are.
Oh, she got the legs. Oh, the sexy legs, baby. Let's see, girl. Let's see what kind of legs you got. Go. Ooh.
So that's when it drops down on the side.
Sugar butthole. She got them legs. Hey. Okay. And we've already talked about the body. We already know she's got a whole bunch of legs. Flavor intensity. What flavor is this one?
It's just a red blend. I
Yeah,
think.
just the red.
It's just a plain red.
Yeah, like I'm not an expert neither. I
Me either, but I read the bottles. Let me see. Let's read it. Let's see
It's a
what it says.
Moscato.
It's a Moscato. Oh, it's in cursive. Okay, let me get my big girl glasses on. Oh, it's just the Stella Rosa Original Red.
Yeah.
And it's got 90 points tasting on it. Thank you, God, for breast. The breast just saved the wine.
Right.
Okay. Thank you, Lord.
Right.
To the breast, baby.
My bad.
The breast just saved the wine. And listen, it is a 90 points gold winner. Okay, at the World Wine Championship Beverage Tasting Institute. All right then, Stella. Let's do this.
Cheers,
Let's do this.
cheers.
All right, ladies, we gotta pour up, drink up, because we got another one coming. Who brought this one?
Miss Tiffany.
Oh, Miss Tiffany.
Right, a California wine,
California. All right, tell us all about it while we pour this back.
Okay.
choke
So,
now.
but the other one again, because this is not red, this is white. So this one is one of my favorites, which is 19 Crimes by Snoop. And this is his white. He actually has a red and a white, so this is the blonde.
Okay,
Yes.
twist it open and pour it in my glass.
Okay.
Oh, okay. I haven't never.
You haven't tried this one.
No.
Now he does have
I got you, baby.
You want to hold our twist?
You twist, I'll hold.
Look
Look at there, look at there, look at there, popping bottles, baby.
Thank you,
You
love.
want to try?
Yes.
Most definitely, since you
throw
haven't
this
tried
back.
anything
I'll give
else.
my own.
Go and switch that out so you get the real deal. Oh, look at her. Drinking slow.
Don't spit it
Oh,
out now.
wait, I gotta
It'll
wait
stay
on
in the
y'all.
booze,
I
it'll
forgot
stay
I
in the
gotta
booze.
wait. I forgot I
Yeah,
gotta
we gotta
wait.
wait.
All right, here we go. Pour it up. All right, so cheers to Callie and Snoop, right?
Callie and
19
Snoop.
Snoop
Okay,
Crimes. All right, let's do
Crimes,
it.
yes.
Yes,
That's
honey.
right.
I was just getting ready to say you better put it on there. Oh, Sauvignon. I
Sauvignon
love. She's a sweetie. Great reaction.
She's like, not for
Not
me.
that. Not for you. Not for you. Not feeling it.
You're on the beer side.
Beer side.
You know what? I can definitely see how someone would say this is on the beer side. It's very flat.
It's very bitter.
I mean,
yeah.
very bitter.
It has bitterness to it.
It does have the
It does
bitterness,
have the
and it's kind of popish a little bit as far as what it feels
It has
like
a
on your
smokiness
tongue.
to it. It's like a
Yes.
smokiness to it. that I
Yeah,
like.
yeah, yeah. I've actually, I'm like JQue over here. I actually love me a get it. I love me a Sauvignon Blanc. I'm not a so to me, in order of sweetness to non-sweetness, right? It goes like Moscato, Riesling, then you get into like Pinot Noir, Pinot Grigio,
Pinot Grigio.
and then Sauvignon, and then
Yeah.
you get into the reds. Chardonnay is kind of up there in the middle. But yeah, like a Sauvignon, but I've not had his, and I actually really like the uniqueness of this one.
I do too.
I agree. It's got this like smokiness
smoky
to
little
it.
thing to
Which
it.
I like
Yeah.
because it's with Snoop, so it's like that little smoke.
Oh my god! What kind of smoke is here?
So this wine gives us a little bit more balance, right? A little
Yeah,
bit more
yeah.
fluff. To our sweetie, she's like, no.
That face
no,
said
no.
no.
But
No,
what
no,
about
no.
its complexity? I think it's pretty simple. That's one of
Yeah.
the reasons why I like it. It's not overwhelming or overbearing in my mouth.
This could go with almost any meal.
Yeah.
This
I
could
think
go
so
with night
too.
on its own, and I think it can go with any meal.
It
I
could
love
go with
it with
donuts
pasta.
too.
All day.
All day it could go with
I love
donuts.
it.
I feel like if you can't eat donut and a wine, the wine ain't no good. For me. Yes, honey.
I try
I need,
this with the donut.
girl, get you a donut. Wine and donut. You got
We're
it.
talking about full
Once you
donuts
add
and
the
the donut
donut, you
holes.
probably would
I don't
like
care
it.
which donut. Just get you a donut.
Imagine it. Yeah, donut
Uh-huh,
in the
donut
that
would
would be
help
really
you.
good with a
I think it would
donut.
help you.
Because you're probably already
Sweetness.
sweet
Yeah.
from the donut.
Yeah, okay.
Then you'd be okay then.
Yeah.
That face would go. You'd be like, oh.
Try a Riesling. Try a Riesling. They're one step below
I'm
Moscato.
sorry, my face expressions.
No, I love it. We love that.
It's like that thing. It's like my voice says one thing, but my face says
Yeah.
another.
Well, one of the highlights about the 19 Crimes wine as well is, if you didn't know, you can scan the back of it and it'll tell you
Story.
a story
Yeah.
about the wine. It says the 19 Crimes tells the true story of the rule breakers, the best of the odds that came through adversity and came back right on top, heroes in our society.
Yes.
You know what, girls? I
love
consider you guys heroes in my society.
Oh.
Wine,
High remarks,
tasting
high
up,
remarks.
drawing up, pouring up.
Oh.
Right? Living a life of balance, answering random questions, and joining me for wellness, wine, and whatever. Queens on the couch.
Yes, ma'am.
Listen, it has been such a great talk about. I want you guys to consider thinking about some of the questions we had and, you know, sharing the podcast in the episode, but taking whatever you talked about today and Make it a part of what you really consider in your mind, learning from our mistakes, not allowing social media to really consume us, repouring and investing in ourselves, right?
Yes.
That's going to create more balance, wellness, and always drink wine with it because it just makes it better.
Pour up.
Right? Right. Pour up. Oh, wait a minute. I got to pour more
I was
for our
gonna say, you
closing
said pour.
cheer.
Oh, right.
Here you go,
Hold on.
Sharita. I know that's what you want. I know you want to close out.
Well, I don't mind if I do.
That's why I always say bring your favorite, so you can I'm gonna pour you extra, so you can really.
I guess I don't get a drink.
Oh,
Which one you want? You want mine or?
She want hers. Trust me. She want this Sauvignon.
That's good. That's good. That's
Okay.
You see what she did to me? Like, you won't drink this today.
Yeah, baby. I didn't want her to feel left out.
good. Don't take your. We don't need to take the bottle home. We're just gonna finish it here on set.
I got nothing with that. Anyway, so
We good? There we go.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for joining me today for Healthy Living and Wine. It has been a pleasure to have some queens on the couch for wellness, wine, and whatever. Listen, if you liked what you listened to today, if you want to share it, or if you want to leave us a donation, make sure you click the link in whatever you're watching it from and also leave a comment. It's wonderful to have you join me in the podcast. And until next time, cheers!
Cheers.